Alright, well I took a couple days off, but I'm back at it, and I apologize for the last video. Got cut short, the battery went dead on me. Today we are going to do shoulders, and we left off with arms, bis and tris. First day was chest, next day was back, then we did bis and tris, and today we're going to do shoulders. So here we go. We don't need the bench, all we need is dumbbells, and I got 40 on each side, so kind of like 80 total being pressed over our head. Kilograms, pounds, I don't know, probably kilograms. Feet shoulder width apart. Make sure nothing's above you, like a ceiling fan. I'm out of the way. Here we go. Pick it up nice and smooth. Starting point. Bend at a 90 degree. Breathe out as you're doing the work. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Form is important. So start with lightweight. Get your form good. And then progress up from there. So 10. I like, it seems like for some reason, of all the workouts that I do, when I do my shoulders and then look in the mirror, it seems to be the most noticeable, at least for me. I don't know what it is about it, but I like doing shoulders. And gives the chest time to rest, gives the back time to rest. The bis and tris are involved in this. I mean, it's all involved in this, but we're mainly working our shoulders today. So while all those things get a chance to rest and recover and be stronger for the next time, we're working a different muscle group. And we're eventually going to come back to chest and either stay at the same, if depending on how you felt after the first workout doing chest. If you were super sore, then maybe ease up a little bit, a little less weight or something. If you weren't sore at all, instead of upping the weight, I think we'll just do another chest workout on top of the ones that we already did. And then if it's still easy, you know, you can add, there's plenty of different chest workouts you can do, or you can think about upping the weight. When it does come time that you decide to want to up the weight, I would only up it maybe 2.5 pounds at a time. If you up it like 10 pounds, you know, it's you may hurt yourself, you may be too sore, and it may be too much. So up at 2.5, maybe 5 pounds, but especially when you start getting really up there in weight, only increase probably 2.5 at a time if you're going to increase the weight. So I hardly ever do increase the weight, actually. I find that I get hurt less. I mean, I'm getting older and I'm working out by myself, so yeah, so, and I still get good results. Even though I don't up the weight, I'll just add another type of workout on top of it, and that seems to do pretty good too. But I'm not against upping the weight, especially when I was younger. That's what I liked the most, you know, like watch me bench 250, but that was also when I would get hurt a lot. So to each his own, pardon me. Alright, so take a little bit of time in between watching my show, but I got it off. I don't know about how copyright laws work with YouTube, so I got the radio and TV off and everything. I like to listen to music a lot when I'm working out. Gets me pumped, gets me going. But for the sake of making these videos, I'm just going to talk to myself and to you. So, alright, set number 2, feet shoulder width apart. I've already done all my stretches. Sorry I haven't made that video yet, but just know that I like to stretch beforehand. And we're going to like pick up in one smooth motion up to our starting point. I don't usually count that as one. I start from up here and then one. So, but like pretend you're doing it. You come down. Don't come all the way down to where you relax. come down to, I messed this up before, a 90-degree angle, and then back up, and try and, not let this swing, and try and not, do more. Try and stay, it helps to have a mirror, especially at first, and find where everything is doing the exact same thing on both sides. And that's what I like to do, so here we go. Don't arch your back and pick up like that, like pick it up good. All right. Took off went out of town for like 4 days and didn't work out, so I'm a little bit out of shape, kind of starting over, but feels good. Sometimes when I haven't worked out in a while, it's hard to get back into it, so that's why I like chest. That's always my starting point, because I like it, so it's easier to talk myself into, let's work out, let's just do chest. And then as soon as I do that first one on my chest, I'm like, alright, I feel good. And then I can't just do one, so then I'll need to finish that, and then the next day I'm like, well, I did my chest, I gotta at least do my back and equal out. And if I can get 2 days in, then I'm back. And instead of feeling like, oh, I don't really feel like working out, I switch over to, I want to work out. I don't feel like not working out. So if you get past day one, if you take some time off, even doing that first set of whatever your favorite ends up being, it just, I don't know, kicks in the endorphins, it flips that switch, call it whatever you want. I hope it does the same for you. But and just knowing that that's how it's going to be, I can tell you, like, just do that first one, and you're going to want to finish then. So just take that first step. Even when you just, sometimes, you just don't feel like it, especially if you take a couple days off. But as soon as you're consistent, you'll feel bad for taking that day off, for taking too well. But on the other hand, it's good to take a break every once in a while. Get away, that's what I did, and it felt good, but just don't stop completely. And find that workout where you can talk yourself into it, and you're going to feel good about doing it. And that'll make it easier to get back in the swing of things. Alright, that's 2 of the overhead press. One more. And then next we'll do shoulder shrugs, or it's kind of like all downhill after the shoulder shrugs with shoulders. I find that shoulder shrugs are the easiest, but I'm pretty sore from them because they're so easy. Like, oh, I can do this all day. And then the next day it's like, thank God I didn't do it all day, because I feel the shoulder shrugs even though they seem like an easy thing. But and I wouldn't really normally recommend working out by a window, but it's the only way I can get the camera to hopefully getting my whole range of motion into play here, so maybe I'll move a little forward after this one, because I got a ceiling fan here. And yeah, so anyway, last one. Drink your water, stay hydrated. Get the blood going. Woo! My nose. So yeah, I'm sorry about the last video. I was a little disappointed to find out the battery died. I didn't catch it, but fortunately got all but the very last set, so you didn't miss much. You saw the first 2, the last one was exactly like it. So hopefully, and then by the time we come around to arms again, I'll get the full in. Now I know to check the battery before I start. mentioned in earlier videos, I'm still learning. It's exciting. I'm getting more and more views on my videos. I'm still, like under. I think I just hit 50 total of all the videos I've made. So that's nice, Depends on how you look at it. I see other ridiculous videos and like 1, 2, 3K, 3,000 views or likes or whatever, and it's like, anyway, it takes time. And like I said, I'm doing this anyway, so now I'm doing different is recording it, posting it, having some fun with it that way. So, good times. Alright, here we go. Last one. Let's get it done. Everything shoulder width apart. Don't arch your back. Pick it up nice and clean. Looking straight kind of helps me to know, like, if I'm like this, then if I'm looking straight, it's hard to not have your back right when you're looking straight. One smooth motion. And then, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Put it down nice and smooth too. Don't hurt yourself. If you do too much weight, it's easy to crack your head, whatever, like. So be careful with these. But alright, so by now the blood's going, feeling good. And shoulder crunches, shoulder shrugs, whatever you want to call it. We'll be standing. Dumbbells, still the same weight. Ugh. Woo-wee. Feels good. Feels better. Alright, so hopefully I think of some on the camera. Maybe in the future I might do 2 different camera angles, but I feel like directly ahead is going to miss the side, directly on my side is going to miss, so right now I'm doing almost a 45, so you can see a little bit of the front and the side, but I'm going to experiment in the future. I have another GoPro, but I just don't have anything to hold it. So I'm thinking a front view, a side view, and then maybe a 45 to really see. But you get the idea. I've been watching the videos after, and it pretty much shows, everything you need to see. It's been really dry. My nose is all dried out. I got a new heater, and to not suck all the dryness out of the air, not blow all the dust around. And I got a filter, and that filter's been awesome. I can tell a difference. So, you want to be breathing clean air, because you're going to start breathing hard, and you don't want to suck down some old ancient dust, and any dust at all, really, as much as you don't have to. So, alright. And you don't want it to be too cold. I find it's hard for me to not pull something when I'm working out in the cold. I don't know, some people may not bother them, but I'm just not built that way. So, but I like October. It's pretty out. It's getting a little crisp. So, all right, here we go. Feet still shoulder width apart. I find myself, I don't realize that until I look in the mirror like, oh my god, and then when I do stand up straight, it's like, this is how I should stand. It feels kind of funny. Alright, here we go. Again, pick it up clean. And we're just shrugging our shoulders. I don't want to start off doing 10, but I'm doing 20 now. Joint. And some people say like, oh, I don't want these huge things, it looks gross, but yeah, I've been doing this workout for a while, and mine aren't like obscenely massive. I don't know. I like with doing this weight and doing 20. It doesn't look disproportionate, so I like it. And it helps. I get some headaches in here, so working these muscles gets the blood going. I want to start doing something on the back of my neck. I got one of those head things with the chain and the weight where you can, but I don't know. I think that was a little overkill. I find that if I overdo this muscle, I get a really bad headache. And I can tell because when I rub it here, it's like, oh, there it is. And but you work out, straighten it out, strengthen it. Usually when you strengthen stuff, it pulls it into place if you're doing it right. So, and I'm like this behind a computer a lot, so I find that working these muscles that pulls me back up, I'll just naturally start to sit better. So hopefully you get the same results. And also doing back workouts makes me pull my shoulders back. If I do too much chest, like I'll just pull them forward, and this doesn't seem right, So, and it just seems like this is a good stance, power stance. So anyway, woo! All right, another water break. Oh, I'm excited to post another video. It's been a while. I see when I post a new one, it goes up, and then without a new one for a while, it goes back down as far as views. So, and more practice, and I'm excited to get past the beginner level and start showing you some of the other workouts that I do on top of just the very beginning. But again, I just want to start with, okay, you're brand new to working out, or you haven't worked out in a while. This is where I started, and then when I haven't worked out for a while, this is where I start again. So that's what works for me, and also show you some workouts if you don't know if you want to go to the gym but don't know what to do or where to start, and you don't want to ask anybody else. So you can just watch some of my videos, and hopefully it'll get you motivated and show you what you're in for. And then by the time you go to the gym or get some of your own stuff for home, you'll know where to start, and then we'll build up together. And I'm excited. I don't think I've gotten any questions or comments or anything like that. I don't know if it's nothing but bots looking at my videos, but hopefully soon, and I'm excited to answer questions and get some feedback and see how this works for other people. And but I like it, and I'm getting good results, and I feel good, so hope you do too. Alright, and I separated my shoulder a long time ago, but I'm a little careful because it seems like it's pulling it down, but it's really strengthened. It doesn't hardly bother me at all, considering how bad it looked and how bad it used to feel. And I never had surgery for it, and I never even had, I'm not saying, I'm not a doctor. If you separate your shoulder, do what but I'm pretty sure I was told the only option is surgery, and I just did really light, slow workouts, and it just, you can still see it a little bit, but it's nowhere near as bad as what it was, and it doesn't bother me at all. I just am careful with it now. But yeah, so alright, here we go. Set number 2. Pick it up nice and slow and smooth. Starting point, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Oh yeah, feels good. 20. More to go with that. Looks like the sun's going down. Looks really pretty out. Okay. Check this, my sweetheart. My sweetheart, but a good friend. My sweetheart is at her cousin's birthday party. Cousins just like I do. No brothers and sisters, a lot of cousins. Woo-wee! Oh, feels good. Feels better. Actually put on a little weight. I'm gonna put that in some videos too. Maybe the OnlyFans side. You know, this is just really working out, but I do a lot more. I monitor my weight pretty well and what I eat, and I mean I'm not real strict with it, but I do like to keep track of things. So even when I eat junk, and I want to show, like, you know, this is how I look in my weight when I'm eating real good, and then I'll eat some cake and some fried and some junk, you know, and then I'll show what I look like then, and you know, it's not this drastic, like, what have I done? But it does definitely fluctuate a good 5 pounds, you know, and I can see the difference, and I don't know, I'm kind of strict on myself now, but you know, everybody's at a different spot, and anyway, I'm mumbling, so alright, one more of these, and then we'll go to the next one. Ooh-wee. Ooh, yeah. Alright, here we go. Nine, 10. Careful with breathing like that too. Don't hyperventilate, pass out. You know, you'll get to learn to yourself. And I'm just... Alright, so next I do forward lifts at half the weight. So let me hang these back up, adjust the weight so they're at 40 and 40 right now. We're going to drop it to 20 and 20. And, you know, carrying stuff like this is good for your grip. It's good for all kinds of stuff. I've gotten the hang of putting these back. Sometimes they used to jam up, but once you get the hang of it. And also, once they break in a little bit, they're a little stiff at first, but I like them. They're tough and take a little getting used to, but once you do, definitely a good investment, and saves me a lot of space, and quick to, you know, it was that fast to switch them around to a different weight. And so, alright, so now, same stance, shoulder width apart, but we are going to just raise them straight forward. How high you want to go, I just go to pretty much straight out. I notice that if I go too high, it starts to actually hurt a little bit, my shoulder. But I've seen other people who do like that. I wouldn't go all the way up, but you know, if you like that. But for me, this is where you're getting the most resistance, so that, and then you don't go down to relax. You're still a little tight down here. You're just like a machine. Just like breathe out as you're doing the work. Breathe in, breathe out, and you know, like practice with no weight. Just do it perfect, find that good form, get that muscle memory, and then just kitty, oh, sweet girl, yeah. And then just put some weight on there and do the same thing. Alright. Alright, here we go. And yeah, shoulders is like an easy day kind of. Doesn't take much to get these real sore. So again, even if you're raring to go by the time we're done, but I can do more. Gauge yourself, you know, go through the first week and really see how you. The next day will tell you. The next 2 days will tell you if you overdid it. You'll know, and you won't want to do it again. Especially when you're just getting started. Once you've been doing it a while, you want that sort, you want that tightness. It feels good, but overdoing it is not good. So, all right, here we go. Pick it up nice and clean, feet shoulder width. Here's our starting point, and then 3. Don't swing them. 6. 9. And nice. Right, kitty? Yeah, pretty girl. All right. Mark it. Oh. All right. Making good progress. Pretty sunset, especially on the leaves. It's like a really gray sky, and the sun's just peeking through and all the different colored leaves. So pretty. It's my favorite time of year. Meow meow. You too? Meow meow. Oh yeah. Meow meow. All right, kitty. Yeah. Oh my goodness. What a pretty girl. Yeah. Yeah, come on up. Sweet girl. Sweet baby. Yeah. Button the camera. Alright. Take a little time, drink of water. Here comes another sweet kitty. Sweet girls. So, what else can we talk about? Yeah, I think definitely noticeable. You get your shoulders, and I really like when the lines start to come out. Just looks cool. These big balls. It just makes you look wider, and it's noticeable. Oh, okay. Take enough time in between. We can try and get another 10. And then, yeah, I'll show you the next one. And after the next one you can be done, but there's one more I like to do. So I'll show you that too. Sweet kitty, oh my goodness, look at that belly. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh my. Sweet girl. Here we go. Let's get it done. Yeah. Go nice and slow and clean. Get those shoulders back. Feet shoulder width. Here we go. 3. 6. 9. And oh yeah. Feels good. Feels better. And sometimes lately my shoulders stretching like that, they'll pop and oh, feels so good. Oh, that's pretty sensitive. Okay, one more of those, and then we'll do the next one. Crack one back. Yep. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hmm. What else? Yeah, I don't. You got nothing. So, yeah, one more of these. And then I'll show you the next workout. scoot up a little bit. Yeah, should be good. Should be in the camera, I hope. Let's see how that goes. Hopefully we still got battery rolling. I see a light blinking, so that's gotta be good. Alright, let's hurry up, I guess. Maybe the battery goes down a little faster when it's cool in here, but it should be charged. Alright. Shoulders back, we're at a good starting point. Everything is locked in place, feet shoulder width. Here we go, last one. 3, 6, 9, 10. Right. Nice. Okay, so we're done with those forward lifts, I call them. Come on, computer. Okay. And now we're going to do side lifts, same weight, same stance. My Uncle John compared these to got like 2 pitchers of water or whatever, and like you're coming up and kind of like you're pouring them out too. You're not just, I mean, you could do that, but I think you get a little bit extra when you come up and turn a little bit, like you're pouring, like you got pitchers and you're pouring them out. So that's what I do. So feet shoulder width, grab the weight, and then coming out to the side with a slight turn. And you can kind of see with your peripheral, you don't want one way back here. You want to, you want to be even. You bring your chest out, look up maybe a little bit, and then you should be able to see both your peripheral, and do the same thing on each side. Come up to the same height. That's why I like to, at first do it with light weight or no weight and just get that muscle memory down, and then just do it with some weight. Whew! Until I took some days off. It's good to every once in a while. For me, I have a habit of spending a lot and blowing my nose a lot. It's really dry in here. But I think, yeah, we'll talk about that later. So, alright, yeah, same weight, same stance, same everything, just to the side instead of out front. Slight turn. Take a minute. I like that stretch. It really, on the first couple, it's so stiff, and then by the time I do 3 or 4, it's crunchy, but I get more range of motion, and I think it helps. Get so many headaches from tension in here. So I think this workout and that neck roll stretch and laying on some stuff that kind of massages and gives some, I think it's called traction, where it just kind of pulls and holds your neck vertebrae and everything to kind of take some stress or tension off of your spine, just kind of stretch it. Even hanging from a bar, and then all of a sudden it's oh, you feel it just relax, and you almost feels like you gain an inch of height or length or whatever, so I think that's good for you. So all right, let me just move this. Anything. Sorry about the mess. Alright. In through nose. I just watched Karate Kid recently. It's just as good as ever. Oldie but a goodie. Alright. Enough jabbering. Here we go. Pick it up, around the back, feet, shoulder width, pick it up nice and clean, get those shoulders set back, chest out. Let's start here. Ugh. Don't know if you can hear the camera. My shoulder's really popping today, but it doesn't hurt, so I'll keep going. Alright, that's one. Probably not the best form, but you know, you'll find your form. Beautiful. But cold, and I don't want to open the window, so got my new heater and my new air filter doing the work. Feels good, excuse me. Alright, so 2 more of these, and then we'll do our last workout, and then we're done for the day. So, hope you like it so far. Yeah, I kind of like doing a lot of upper body and then come down to legs. And if I'm really feeling feisty, I'll do some core workouts, but I hardly ever do those, you know. And I still have a stomach that I'm pretty happy with, even though I hardly ever do any workouts on it. I can imagine if I did. But I like it trim. I like that V, and I think if I really work these, like it probably should, because I slouch a lot, I sit a lot for work, and I would like to strengthen back here. I feel like it needs it, because it just aches a lot, and I have an old injury down here that I think if I worked it right, it would probably help a lot. But as far as looks, you know, I do so much up top, and on the bottom it just eats up all the fat and everything, so it just comes out because there's hardly any fat on there, I guess, you know. So but I like lower leg lifts, you know, like sit-ups is good, but it seems like it hits more up here, where lower leg lifts works it all, you know, and I think a lot of people carry some excess down here. So if that's where you're trying to, and I just like the way when it looks, when you can see it from down here all the way up, instead of just like having a ripped 4-pack and then it just kind of melts away. Mine, I can see it all the way down, and I got veins coming up. You may have seen it, not so much after I took off the last 4 days, but it's, maybe you can see a little bit of difference, and you know, not a total loss. I also like these muscles here, so yeah, I do some twists because it cracks my back real good. But yeah, so but yeah, chest is one day, back is another day, bis and tris is another day, shoulders is another day, that's today, legs is another day. So I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 5 days. If we do core, that's 6 days. And then, you know, if you want to rest today, but even if you don't, if you come back, that's 6 days that your chest has had to rest before you come back to it, and that's it. That's so that way you can work out every single day, but you're still giving those muscle groups a chance to rest and recover. So it makes sense to me, and it seems to be working for me. So try it if you want, and tell me if it works for you. So there's a million different ways to do it, a million different types of body types and ways that you may want to look. Maybe you don't want to look the way I do, but it's better than nothing, you know. It's better than sitting all day behind the computer or sitting all day and playing video games, when all it takes is like an extra hour, and then you can do all the same things, and then see if you see a difference, and then see if you're like, well, you know what, instead of playing so much games or sitting so much or whatever, I'm going to do a little bit more workout. And, you know, anyway, so here we go. Let's finish it up. Set number 2. Get all situated. Six. 9. 10. And shoulders are pretty complicated. thing, you know. So get the form right, because there's a lot of different ways you can hurt your shoulders, and a lot of people already have shoulder issues. But you know, the sooner you start to strengthen them and get them aligned right, you might prevent injuries as you get older, and keep them strong. And because I have a lot of older friends where it's their shoulders or their knees are what's bothering them. It seems like the most common thing. My shoulder, and you know, bad shoulder can hinder you from a lot of things, and bad knees can hinder you from a lot of things. But if you got bad knees, it can't hurt to shed some weight, put a little less of a burden on them. And if you got bad shoulders, just do really light weight and just do it as perfect as possible, and find for you where, like, it hurts right here, it hurts right here, it hurts if I go up, but if I do it just like that, no pain at all. And then, you know, put that into your mind, like, that's my spot. Yours may be different, but find your place, and then just, even if it's no weight at all, you know, just, even this is working it, you know, like the muscle's working. And then as this, like, you get okay with this, get some 2.5s and try it with some 2.5 after you've built that muscle memory and found your place where, and then it's gonna help, you know. It helped me, so I don't see why it won't help others. So, all right. I've been taking a long time in between. It's been a while, so pardon me. But you know, no rush. This is the end of the day for me. So if you do it after work or on your lunch break, if you can squeeze in an hour. But I don't like to rush. I do this to take the edge off the day, take my mind off of things, just help me feel better. Even if I'm already having a good day, you know, this will make it even better. Unless I hurt myself, you know, that thing. So, all right, one more of these. Right, kitties? All right, feet shoulder width. Pick it up, nice and smooth. Starting place, here we go. 3, 6, 9, and nice. All right, kids are playing. All right, 10. So this last one, so you can be done, you know, if you're just starting off, or if you're feeling a little squirrely. I like these two. Again, you don't need a bench. I've seen some people use a bar for this, but the preacher bar, I hit my elbows on the weights, so let me put these away. Use one of my 45s over here, because it's got nice little hand grips that are perfect for this workout. So I just feet shoulder width, holding onto it, you know, standing straight up and down, and then pick it up to your chin, but don't hit your chin. Careful for that, it hurts. Here we go. And elbows up. 3. Looking straight. 6. 9. I like these. They really, I can feel them, especially doing them at the end. But don't look down at it. And, you know, not like this. You want your elbows to flare up and looking straight. Just pick it up to your chin. So this is where you want. So you're starting here. and here. You're not pulling it, you know, it's basically just straight up and your elbows out like this. So, and wow, it feels good. Alright, so that was 10 of those. 2 more and we're done. Alright, and then, yeah, this just, you know, it's got nice, you know, it's weird when you got a straight bar, but that works too. But I like it a little bit angled. But you know, whether you use the preacher bar, which again I hit my elbows on the, maybe mine's just not, I don't know if, I think mine's like a standard one. But I've seen some people somehow do it with the preacher bar, but maybe, I don't know, maybe their form is different. But I think like a long straight bar would probably work. But I find this works good. And then this is 45 pounds. It actually says LBS, so it's 45 pounds. And it's got the 2 1/4 inch holes. It's like for the Olympic bar, I think they call it. But I showed that in a previous video. There's like an 1 1/4 and a 2 1/4 inch hole sizes are the 2 standards. So I can feel it in my shoulders. They feel good. They feel tight. Feels good. Shoulders is like an easy day, but it's really noticeable. Like, you know, do these workouts, then go look in the mirror. Like, wow, like maybe it just pulls my shoulders back and it makes me look wider that way. Maybe that's what's the most noticeable. But I feel like of all the things, you know, like, I mean, I can see my arms puff up. I see my chest puff up. My back, I don't really see until I like the wings and everything. But and when you get the when you get the wings, it almost kind of presses on your arms, and you know, but shoulders, they really stick out, and it's like noticeable. Hey, you know, people see you or just look in the mirror like, yeah. And again, like, I don't know, I just think this looks really cool when the lines start coming out, and I like that. And I like, you know, it does look weird when it's just massive, you know, like no neck. But I respect that, you know, that's cool, and I probably should do more to strengthen my neck. But you know, I gotta work up to that. And I find that, you know, this and working my shoulders, and it's just if I overdo my neck, I get really bad headaches. So either I'm doing something wrong or I'm overdoing it. But I feel like if I do it right, it would probably help with my headaches and help with my posture, which I need. I could use a little bit of both, a lot of both. So, all right, enough talk. 2 more sets, and we'll be done. Pardon my, just you know, don't want to smash things as I'm picking it up. Be comfortable when you're ready to start the lift. Here we go. Don't jerk anything up. Make sure your back is not too rounded, nice and straight. Get everything in place before you start. Itch your itches. Adjust your adjustments. Breathe in. Here we go. Breathe out as you do the work. 3. 6. 9. 10. Nice. All right. Mark it, and then 1 more, and we are done. And I hope the battery's still going. And I really want to get my website finalized so I can share it with you all, and hopefully, I like keeping track of stuff. And I saw this thing on just like video games use it and social media use it. Seeing something go from red to green triggers some endorphins, so I've made my website like, oh, you haven't done your workout, and it's red, and as soon as you enter a workout it turns green, and it works. It's like, yay! And then whenever I see a red, I'm like, oh, I gotta at least do one. And then once I do the one, I'm like, well, I can't stop now. So it works. It works. At least for me. Pardon me. All right. Drink water, a couple deep breaths, last set. And we're done. I'll put it online and hopefully get some likes. not seeing anything, but I don't care. I still like doing it, and if it helps one person, it was worth it. It's worth it anyway. I'm doing it. It helps me, so. All right. Ugh, excuse me. Veins are popping. Feel good. Feels better. All right. One more, kids. Let's do it. Nice and smooth, slow, smooth, smooth as fast. Don't arch your back, look straight ahead, pick it up nice and smooth. Don't jerk anything, get it all in place. Here we go. 3, 6, 9, and don't get too crazy, put it down nicely. Now, we're done. Mark it. Give yourself a pat on the back. We're done. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Alright, well that's it for today. I hope you liked this video. If so, and if you'd like to see more, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you.
Come on, get that money.